And unlike the CEO of EA Games, I'm not an android from outer space, so. Unfortunately, because I am people, I can't use that no people sign because that would be disingenuous. Sign would attract people? Based on my life's history, I do the opposite of attract people. All right, chat. So can we once again just agree that I have the best BRB screen of any streamer on Twitch? Nobody has a better BRB screen than me. God, I don't have a single depressed dwarf in this fort. There's undead crows everywhere. And, sorry, undead eagles everywhere. Undead peregrine falcons everywhere. And we don't have a single table in our tavern yet. Yeah, but sometimes my dad comes over. My dad's coming over tomorrow morning for a cup of coffee before we go to a brewery. Maybe 3 breweries. Me and my dad are going to Moody Row tomorrow. It's Easter and my dad's birthday weekend. No, but they do actually complain that they haven't that there aren't enough dining tables. Long Death has a very real problem with that, or had a real problem with that, and then I realized it was because of an issue I made with one of my table layouts, where they would conflict and have to fight for the table space to put their meals on it, and they'd be like, "There's not enough tables," and I was like, "What the fuck's happening?" It took me like 10 years to figure it out because I was too lazy to look it up on the wiki. But I had some really depressed dwarves because I didn't have like accessible enough table layouts. I sent my dwarves out to kill them. And they killed them. After I trained them up. But I waited until I had full squads. Now it's just mostly undead turkeys and undead eagles and undead wombats. And peregrine falcons. Which, like that one, missed. The hammer dwarf bashes the peregrine falcon corpse in the head with his silver warhammer and the injured part is crushed. My dwarves are pretty efficient at that. And they're actually, like, getting extremely good at fighting because of this. I wonder if this is training their ambushing, actually. Probably, definitely not. This dwarf is a competent comedian. Novice miscellaneous object user, though. Skilled kicker. And a dabbling biter. They've dabbled in biting. Just dabbling. That feeling when suddenly a Windows update icon appears? As long as it doesn't do that while I'm still streaming, we're good. There's a large box of wine in your fridge that has been there since Christmas that needs to go away. It's taking too much space. That sounds like good weekend plans, Darren. Chat, can I get a couple crypt wines for Darren? I'll build anticipation. Well, sounds like you've been whining about it for too long and it's time to just get rid of it. Yeah. Definitely seems like the proper thing to do. I'm surprised it lasted that long. Is there a particular reason why it lasted so long? Damn, suddenly, okay. I think people are suddenly searching for Shadows of the Forbidden Gods because this is all coming from YouTube search, all of this traffic. This whole video that I've had up for ages, you know, been up for like 100 days. Just tink right there at the end. Eh, interesting. It's not doing gangbusters or anything, like 20 views an hour, but hey, I'll take it. Probably not get a run in tomorrow and you don't really like wine. Oh, yeah, that would do it. The kind of constant combat here is a little bit unnerving. Which tastes like cider according to your family. You need to do something with it? Well, I mean, you could pour it into a big bowl and look at it. Oh, no. Uh-oh, this can't be good. Okay, so... My Fath, my weaponsmith, has been found dead. A Billy Goat has been found dead, and Ugnat has been found dead. Let's just, all my dwarves to go sit right there. And, hopefully we don't lose all of my dwarves. Let's kill the zombies as they res. And then put the bodies away. Okay, nobody else has died, so that's good. Billy Goat. The Billy Goat gores Ognat's corpse. Oh, the Billy Goat is helping. I thought the Billy Goat was undead. So one of my dwarves died. I'm not sure what got him. Ognat, what got you? Oh, okay. So it's a pig that died. Oh, shit. Okay, so there was this zombie that's been in the river for, like... So there's this zombie that's been in the river for, like, 2 years in-game. Managed to get out of the zombie. Managed to get out of the river finally. That was Inuel Tatloshbok, the dwarf, who drowned pretty early on today. And... that thing then came in and killed one of my pigs, and then we killed the pig, and then the pig came back to life, and we ended up losing about a Billy Goat, the pig, and one of my dwarves. But does that mean that zombie's gone? Ha! The only zombie in the river now is a peregrine falcon head. Well, that's good. Or at least it's not it's not a dwarf anymore, so that's an improvement. Thing is, now we need to make some slabs for it. So I guess we should go do that. That's an improvement. I'm happy that finally got sorted. Cook with it or something? What, the pig? After something has been, like, resurrected and killed, it's not cookable. Yeah, I actually, I don't know if you've ever commented on one of my videos, Red March, but I respond to almost every comment, so I'm always checking for new comments. Like, just as an example, this person, hey dude, is their name. Nobody cares about elven weapons. Well, let me just go to my statistics here and pause DF for a second. Uh-oh, someone else is dead. Demersis is dead. The fuck just happened? Or were you found dead? Oh, it's been found dead. All the way out there. What the fuck killed you? Oh. Uh-oh. That's suboptimal. Oh, we'll figure that out in a second. Anyway, so let's just see. How many views does this have? 8,754. All right, well. Copy that. 8,073 people don't agree. XD. You know, nobody cares about elven weapons. It's just like, you know, the most views I've gotten on a video in a while. Got him, as they say. Classic. Yeah, no, I respond to a lot of YouTube comments. People are just like, don't respond to YouTube comments, it's bad. I don't agree. I respond to most YouTube comments. I have no idea what killed this dwarf, by the way. Ineth. Demersis. What the fuck happened to ye? You have a combat log? I mean, it could have been almost anything, right? But because of where he died... Yeah, we're not gonna know. Audio, what up? Good to see you. How goes the fording? It's pretty good. That's an eagle corpse. I keep thinking these are elves. They're always eagles, though. I just find that really funny. Oh, well, those must be inside. Sorry, butt chug what now? The elven weapons? What are we butt chugging? I'm confused. Just gonna build a bunch of coffins down here. Oh, cooler's leftover mead. It's supposed to be mead, but it's too fruity taste for that. You don't think alcohol is... You don't drink alcohol, so it's just sitting there in the bottle. Oh, well, I mean... Pour it in the sink? I mean, is it yours and does nobody else want it? I mean, just get rid of it then. Use the bottle for something else. All right, I'll bet you that eagle was the thing that killed him. The reason I say that is because that eagle has a name. Meditate on marriage. Bad. Yeah, I remember you saying that you don't drink alcohol, cooler. I don't know. Gift it to somebody? Leave it outside and put a free sign on it? I don't know. What do people do with unused bottles of alcohol? Yeah, re-gift it? Give it to somebody for their something? I don't know. What, reading everything except for the thing that you type in? I'm not totally sure what the Bellinaire problem is because he has this annoying habit of streaming while I'm streaming, so I never get to watch Bellinaire streams. Is there a method to the mine tunnel pattern, or is it just that way because it looks natural and cool? What, for this thing? That area, oh, hey. That area is auto-mined out, we have another baby. That area is an auto-mined out mine shafts with, so you can set, you can automate metal veins and gem veins, like by hitting D and then A down at the bottom. You see that thing that's changing? That's down there. You set it to automate ore and veins, and then you do that, and then they will automatically designate the next piece of ore after it's been mined out. So they'll just mine the whole thing out. So this is just shaped like this because, you know, it's a weird pattern. KV bore's been found. What the fuck's going on? Guys, come on. Killing me, Smalls. You're welcome. It's one of those weird things that I didn't figure out for a very long time. But this area is just cut out this way because it looks cool. There's no real logic to it. My logic is pretty simple and quite sound, and that's I have to look at my forts, so thus I make them in patterns that I want to look at. It's just like, you know, so I know a guy who has spent months, maybe one could even suggest years, on adjusting, tweaking, and changing his advertisement algorithm through Google, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and all of the different social media platforms that he uses, so that he only gets for ads for Victoria's Secret and various other like women's underwear clothing places, like constantly Googles them and clicks on all the ads so that all he gets is ads for women's underwear. Because as far as he's concerned, if he has to stare at ads all day, he wants to stare at ads he wants to look at. Which, you know what? I respect the hustle. Like, I get it. Like, if you're gonna do something, you might as well just go nut. Whose head? Igalother's head bites the glass shoemaker in the left foot, bruising the muscle. I must withdraw! I must withdraw! The glassmaker. I saw a dwarf recite the contemptuous... we see contemptions at the bronze pages, and I'm filled with delight. What did you get bit by? What the fuck was that? The weaponsmith bites the head, tearing the muscle. Shem, Kravicus, the weaponsmith, says, "This is my fight too. There's no need to feel vengeful." So there's an undead head somewhere, and the dwarf bit the head in the head. You just can't make this shit up. The game does it for you. I mean, who doesn't want... I mean, come on, man. Like, if you have to stare at ads, you might as well stare at pleasant ads. Like I said, I respect the hustle. I don't have that level of dedication to do that, but, like... I'll just get mildly annoyed with, like, I don't know, seeing the same Amazon Prime ads all the time. I call that making the most of a shitty advertising situation, though. All right, let's put cabinets in all of the bedrooms that don't have cabinets right now. Well, I mean, I am cleaning it up. It just takes a while. That's what, like, the entire upper layer is built out of, is this loose stone. That's what all my furniture is built out of, is this loose stone. Except for beds. They're built out of the spooky haunted wood because it's purple, and I like that. Or kind of a dark pink. I don't know what that color is. Yeah, it is getting cleaned up. Like, if I go to the center... like, it doesn't upset dwarves or anything having it around. It just upsets players. But, like, the center is pretty clear because this is where all of my workshops are, is in the center. They're all, like, right here. Although, It's like all my mason shops are done, so. Make another 500. It's all this slate. That's all it is. So, I mean, it's impossible to dig through stone without having stone lying around, so might as well make the most of it. Make it into doors. Make it into tables. Make them into thrones. Make them into, you know, everything that you make them into. I just don't care. I find that if I automate jobs, I mean, I've talked about this many times. I'm not a programmer, and the automation of jobs is if-then statements. I usually just end up fucking them up. I'll be completely honest. Like, I usually just end up screwing them up. So I find it's just not worth it. And I like to know exactly what's being made and what's being made, and if stuff's automated, then I don't realize that I'm running out of stuff, so I just, eh. Like, I'm just better at keeping track of stuff. If automating stuff makes the game easier for you, go ahead and automate. I just don't bother. Yeah, no, having loose stuff around the place is quite helpful. Oh, speaking of. There, Mary, are you happy yet? Now you're just not happy enough with your stuff, you needy twit. Although I think that this fort is pretty nice and luxurious considering there's zombies all up over the surface. Yeah, I don't consider it micromanaging nor stressful, so. If for some reason that stresses you out, yeah, then automate it. Automating things kind of stresses me out because I have to think about if-then statements. Which just makes me go, thinking! And I hate that. And I like Dwarf Fortress. It's nice, easy, no brain game. I need thing, I make thing. It's fine. Hey, berries, welcome back. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I don't have a single stressed dwarf in the fort right now, so I doubt it. But, you know, you never know. Although I don't actually think the game has, like, nightmares. Except for, like, the actual creatures' nightmares. Which some dwarves can like for their macabre ways. No, fair. Whew. Phineas, you damn near got your face mashed. Narrow miss. But how's things, berries? Things improving since last we spoke? We're still down. Uh-oh. You. Right upper arm is mangled beyond recognition. Oh boy. Need. Needs traction and immobilization. Did I make traction wrenches? Yeah, I did. Okay. Do I actually have everything that I need in the hospital? I know I don't have soap. Don't have any powder for casts. I thought I did have powder for casts. Ooh. I think Tavern's gonna go over here. The proper full main size Tavern is gonna go right here. Now it's priority 1 because I haven't changed it. I generally don't shift the priorities around too much unless I need to. There we go. What do you guys think? Big enough for Tavern, or should we make it bigger? It's a pretty good sized Tavern, I think. I need a bunch of tables. 40. Got all a slate. It's tables again. I need thrones. That is definitely at least 15 by 15. It's probably way bigger than 15 by 15, actually. Who would visit this fort? Nobody that I will allow, because every time I've allowed visitors in this world, we just get flooded by zombies. Are there toilets near the tavern? Dwarves don't poop, just like girls. Although maybe one day Tarn will teach cows how to poop, and that will be a glorious day indeed, because then we can make the poop-a-pult. Because who doesn't want to load up a catapult with poop and just go whoop? Pooping is a myth invented by the state. Yes, alongside of sewer systems. Sewer systems are just a myth made up by the Resident Evil video game franchise. It's the worst level. Nobody likes them. This is where you say, I understood that reference. Which is honestly like the best line of dialogue in any Marvel superhero movie. Is, I understood that reference. Like shooting monkeys in a barrel. I want to say that that's the last Marvel movie I genuinely enjoyed. Oh shit, Zom the Tanner's giving birth to a boy. I'm just full of shit. Ha! Let's see what you did there. How you doing, Orange? Hey, Leo. More like sewer levels are what keep floaters in the games industry. What? Don't look at me like that, March. I did nothing wrong. I'm just the one making terrible, terrible jokes. Yeah, I deserve that look, actually. Were mandatory in 90s games? Yeah, they're like as big of a trope as any. I think I might build a central heating system in this fortress, which is completely useless and does absolutely nothing. But a central heating system is when you dig all the way around the edge of your fort, and then you pump lava up to the edge of your fort, and then you fill it up with lava. Just to look cool. I think I'm going to do that in this fort. You accidentally showed up an hour late for work, and your boss reacted by saying he assumed you were... Well... You know, that's probably the best kind of response you could get, actually. You know, I was talking to somebody in a Twitch chat recently about usernames. And one of the reasons I'm actually totally okay with people calling me Greg instead of Blind is because I often introduce myself as Greg on stream. But there's a very specific reason as to why I do that. Oh, we're naming our shields now. There's a very specific reason as to why I do that. And it's because... in person, every now and again, I have to introduce myself to somebody. And I have to, like, stop myself to not introduce myself as, like, my Twitch name. So, introducing myself as my real name on Twitch is actually good for me, but because it stops me from getting into that habit so that I don't accidentally, like, introduce myself as, like, an internet handle. I'm blind, but people call me Greg for some reason. You're what now? Because I've had to, like, stop myself from doing that a couple times. Equal ticked. All right. Hi, hashtag. How are you? A migrant has arrived. All right. It's a herbalist. It's a girl. Dreams of crafting a masterwork someday. Hey, Critty. I appreciate you calling me out for having to stream in 8 hours when I was on YouTube responding to comments like 7.5 hours before I was supposed to wake up. It's kind of funny. Also, chat, can I get a big round of beers for Critty being the first person to throw money at the stream in 4 hours? And helping this lowish income day stay balanced. Cheers. Love YouTube comments. I also talk in YouTube comments way more than a lot of people who are on YouTube, because I don't get enough that they're overwhelming yet. Maybe one day I'll have to slow down a bit, but... Because you snuck in the back? What does that mean? Thanks for gifting us up, Critty. Cheers, dude. That's that person's second sub to the channel. What if they've been gifted before? Thank you. Cheers. Although, I'm curious. Alright, yes, they've been here before. Not in a while. Although, thanks for the $1. Appreciate you, man. That's actually the first bits of the day. Today's just been resubs and a couple gifts. And a new 2 new patrons, of course. Can't forget the patrons. The only thing I don't like about this new schedule so far is on slowish days, I have to be more pushy about money. That's the only thing I really don't like so far. Aside from that, I really like this new schedule. People now, apparently Twitch now informs people on mobile when hype turns are close. Do yourself and me a favor. Do not give me Twitch money on mobile. don't gift subs unless you already have bits on your account or have a Prime sub attached to your account. Do not give me money because you will pay like 30% more. And the only people who see that money is Apple and Google. You're paying an extra third party. You introduced yourself to someone as Orange at the bar. Oh, really? Okay, I understand. Well, you know, I could see somebody going by a nickname Orange. Like that's not like the weirdest thing you could be. At least you're not Aquafunkalistic Booty Wap. Imagine like accidentally introducing yourself as Aquafunkalistic Booty Wap. Or Stoned Hobo. Well, then you'd be giving money to Google. You went to high school with a girl named Apple Duck? That poor girl. Holy shit. Phineas, thanks for throwing out the 5-pack. Cheers, dude. Much appreciate. Think. Yeah, no, that's still awful. That's like I knew a girl in music school when I used to take cello lessons who was named Tulip. The last time I spoke with her, she was a couple of years older than me and my sister. She was like 5 years older than us or so. So I would have been like 15 the last time I saw her. She just changed her name to Amanda, which was her middle name. Her first name was Tulip, but we all called her Amanda because she hated her name so much. Because she just got harassed for it. Nothing can protect you from the ducks? Nope, not even Astroduck. So if an apple a day keeps the ducks away, what keeps the goose away? Do you go for a walk or do you lift weights? I would go for a walk because I like cold weather and snow. And I always go for a walk in the snow. There's nothing better than going for a walk in the shotgun. True. There's nothing better than going for a walk in the snow. But I don't know. Depends on if you like going on walks in the snow. I had a big city cheap Italian stuff, and he would hide little rubber ducks all over the building. I mean, I have a little rubber duck on the Great Wall of China. Right there. Little rubber duck on the Great Wall of China. I'm not joking. I need like a tiny little Winnie the Pooh to put on the Great Wall of China. I need to buy like a little rubber Winnie the Pooh or something. I mean, it's not the sort of thing I'd joke about. Yay. What do you need now? No treatment scheduled? But to rest? All right. Brosidon of King Broshin demands you worship the altar of plate. This is true. Hobo is very correct with that. You know, if I can make leggings out of copper in Dwarf Fortress, why in the fuck can't I make bags out of copper? This seems silly. On the topic of streamer being pushy for money, though, it probably is about who gift subs to level up the hype train again, or about 1,000 bits at an estimate, maybe about 1,200 bits. Just if anybody's thinking about it. Also, if we hit that sub goal, which is only 5 subs away now, I have to gift a sub. Did bar squats and incline presses and military presses today, so it's on the mind. True. That would make sense. Because leggings and greaves are incorrectly labeled in DF. I don't care, but you're not wrong. Also, that doesn't spread that much. Thanks, Hobo. Cheers. You know what's funny? The first person on that list kind of rage quit the stream the other day. Because apparently I see what kind of person you are. But cheers. All those people deserve subs. Even the twit. Which means I get to gift a sub. Who wants a sub that doesn't have a sub? Raise your hand. If you're not subbed, press 1. And I'll gift you a sub. I also need to update my sub goal. What kind of person are you again? A sassy one, apparently. You know what? It's April. Bang. There you go. Oh shit, I should have done that anonymously. Oh well. My sub don't count towards Hype Train, unfortunately, because I didn't do that anonymously. Thanks for the $3, Darren. Big thanks, dude.
This is Sparta!
Do a big, long table. Keeping that train going.
Madness. This is Stoned Hobo. This is Hobo. This is Hobo.
Yeet. Who? That too. Also Sparta. I mean, a lot of tables incoming. Let's also put a walkway right here. Could very easily set up blast doors everywhere in this fort, so with a pull of a lever, we could like seal off huge sections. I might actually do that at some point. So at an estimate, probably another 3 gifted subs or 1,500 bits to level it up again. There's actually that handy little arrow that points down right next to the hype train. If you click that, it tells you how much it costs to level up the current level, and you can kind of estimate based on the percentage that it's currently at. It's always those goddamn eagle corpses. Dwarves will have killed so many dead, like undead eagles by the time this fort's done. They're all just playing Hotel California. Driving the dwarves nuts. Oh, also, yeah, we did just hit 300 subs, didn't we? So it's like, this is Spartacus 300. Also, the actual... Oh, hold on. I need to click this button that it'll actually update. Give it a sec. Because I closed the thingy, but I didn't press update. I pressed save, just not update. But yeah, enjoy the ad-free viewing and the emotes. Catch up on for the next 30 days. And thank you very much, everybody, for gifting subs. Hobo, Phineas, Critty. Yeah, just big thanks, guys. The one thing that I'm super happy about is the one time in one of my videos where I do heavily promote my stream is it's the one that gets a bunch of views courtesy of the YouTube algorithm. No walk sounds good. You have a good walk then. I will still be on when you get back. Did they cancel those ones? Yes, they did. Thanks for the train, guys. For the $4 in bits and the 12 gift subs. Thanks. Choo-choo. I'd fail. I have that one, I think. Yep. I still think that the hype emotes really suck right now. So bad. The mayor just imposed a ban on certain exports. I can't export beds. Oh no, that's gonna totally cramp our economy. And Darren taking that #1 spot. Here's Darren. Crawling back up over that 300 sub count mark. You love the layout of this fort? I don't know if you've seen the upper layers of it, but this is the above ground. I just realized some spots I need to finish. Yeah, we started this fort yesterday. It's kind of funny. I still need to finish the right side of the walls, but kind of funny. A friend of mine wanted to see me start a new fort in a haunted biome specifically. So I started a fort in the haunted biome, and they missed like the entire stream. They were like, "Oh no, you've completed so much already." And I was like, "Well, I mean, that's what VODs exist for." And they're like, "Yeah, I'll watch the VOD." And then it's just like, yesterday, I'd completed about a third of this. Like, maybe not even like a quarter of what I've done today, because today I had like almost 100 dwarves, and I've spent just as much time. And it's like, I built all of this today. I built this entire above ground section today. Just making, and it's a haunted biome. Resurrecting. Everything resurrects, which means we've killed a lot of livestock skins. They're like potato skins, except they try and kill you. And like horsehair and shit. There's constantly just undead turkeys up there on the surface. And the one bin in the fort is an artifact. ML Kizbiz. Shoutouts to ML Kizbiz. What's the reasoning with the layout? It's the same answer every time every time people ask that question, which is, I have to stare at my forts. So I make forts that I like looking at. If I didn't have to stare at my forts, then, like, I don't know how I would play this game, so. But yeah, I have to stare at my forts, so thus I make forts I like staring at. Which I think makes sense, right? You know? Also, you guys have to stare at my forts, so if I make forts that just look like literally every other fort that everybody makes, like, you know, like the standard blocky Quill 18 looking kind of fort, then why would you watch me when you could just go stare at your own fort that looks blocky, or somebody else's fort that looks blocky? So instead, I make forts that I like looking at, because then there's the hope and assumption that maybe other people will like looking at my forts too. And, you know, frankly, it doesn't really matter what shape you build your forts, as long as, you know, they get the job done. So my forts get the job done, and they look cool. They don't look anywhere near as cool as like Cupo's, but like, you know, nobody's perfect. I don't quite have that level of like psychedelic artwork. Although part of that's due to the fact that I use this tile set and I don't play vanilla. You'd watch a boring fort because you're not boring. I vehemently disagree. I'm extremely boring. You're just, you don't have to live with me all the time. So thus, I seem more interesting than I actually am. But in reality, I'm very boring. The only real advantage I have is I have relatively compelling speech patterns. Oh, I will throw lots of shade at Quill. I love Quill. Quill is amazing. He even watches F1, which gives him like 10 points on the coolness bar, but his forts are really fucking ugly looking. So, mostly because like he doesn't play the game very often and plays like maybe once or twice a year for like 16 hours in a fort, and then we'll like not touch it for another year. And, like, that's totally fine. Quill is a wonderful human being, and I will always throw, like, $10 at his wife's birthday marathons. Quill is a good dude. Whiskey and chocolate. But his forts are ugly. I can't wait until the premium version comes out. And all of the normie game streamers play Dwarf Fortress for a little bit, and I can just go, damn, your fort's ugly. Damn, your fort's ugly. Damn, your fort's ugly. Please keep playing Dwarf Fortress. Damn, your fort's ugly. It's damn straight. And do that all the time. Looks like a foot. Yesterday I was told it looks like a sideways sewing machine, so... Foot, sideways sewing machine, weird boot, Mario boot. At least nobody's said it looks like genitals yet, which is usually what I get. It also kind of looks like one of those TNT things that you go funk to blow it up. Kind of looks like one of those. It looks like genitals. Axon, I have one thing to say to you. My stream's not frozen. The game's saving. Literally, the second I did that, it swapped over to the saving screen. Maybe you should see a doctor. Does your forts look hideous? My hideous look forts. Do you have fun? Then you're good. Are unintentionally phallic and you can't stop it? Are you like the kid, like the credits sequence in Superbad? He's just like, man, I can't stop drawing dicks. It's a problem. Whenever I get a pencil, the only thing I can do is just draw more dicks. That was the funniest shit ever when I was like 14. Dicks, yes. Oh, game's finished. There we go. I can now unpause. Excellent. Yeah, you did, Caloro. Now you too can crypt blank. And if you like the art, say thanks to Cooler, because Cooler drew it. Where's my taxes folder? Saving a screenshot of this Twitch sub receipt to my taxes folder. There we go, saved. But yeah, at the end of the day, make your forts look exactly the way you want them to look. And that's what I do. And thus I like the way my forts look. This is going to be my kitchen in a few minutes. Rather, we're going to put our kitchen back here. Please make it dick-shaped. I'm trying to, like, think of the amount of money I would need chat to give me to make a dick-shaped room in this fort, because it would, like, ruin this fort for me. And, you know, I don't think I can think of one. Like, I don't know. Maybe, like... I don't know. It's like really, really, really hate it when people call my forts phallic. Especially when they say that and then I realize that they're right. 400? I was gonna say $69.99 or 6,969 bits. That was what I was gonna say, but I really don't want to do it, so please don't do that. 2 bits? Thanks, man. Solid offer, but I'm gonna have to politely decline. I do appreciate the 2 pennies, though. The opposite of phallic is yonic? Then what's... Where did you pull that factoid from? I quick check. Casey, I would like to inform you that you hit an undead eagle with a pick and it exploded. Several, actually. You also bit an undead turkey gobbler's head in the head, and the severed part sailed off in an arc, and then the undead turkey gobbler's head came back to life, and then you bit it and it died. So you bit off an undead turkey's head and then bit it again. You saw something that looked vaguely vagina-shaped and you didn't want to say, hey, that looks like a vagina? You know, Axon, you look vaguely vagina-shaped. I mean, it may be yours, not mine. I told you to shut up, you zombie bird. That's funny. Crypt D. Oh, no! Ah! You know, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but Crypt D is like an S tier emote. That is such a fucking good emote. It's right up there with Crypt Blank. Got him. I try. Quick check. Someone has to, after all. If I don't, then who will? How's your dwarf doing? Well, you're not dead. Or at least I don't recall seeing you die. There you are. You're a mason. You're currently angry after dwelling upon getting into an argument. You were lonely after being unable to make romance for too long. Aww. When one mouthful of pestilence isn't enough, then 2 isn't. Yeah, true. Yeah, no, absolutely. The best part about Crypt D is you can tell people to Crypt D's nuts. The one person you watch refers to Crypt Blank as blind IRL emote. Do they know that you drew it? Oh, also, chat, for those of you who know about my my screen that pops up behind the Dwarf Fortress when, like, for those of you who've seen this image, which is just like the behind the screen image for when Dwarf Fortress is off or no game is being captured. Cooler sent me this a little while ago. Which I'm way too amused by. Because there's like the little dwarfs in the background, right? I don't know why, but this is just way too funny to me. Just the giant criminal. It's like, this just reminds me of like the fucking Kool-Aid man just going through the wall. It's just way too funny. But I'm glad that it's recognizable enough that it's the blind IRL emote. Hey, welcome back, Troopin'. That is one thing that I can really stand by with my stream, is I can confirm that my emotes are pretty damn great. Because I am surrounded by very talented people. That's the secret to being successful in streaming, chat, is just surround yourself with people that are more talented than you so that you look better. It's pretty good advice. It's kind of ironic, but yeah. It's generally what most successful people do. Yeah, fake it until you make it. And then, oh god, I've made it. How do I stop faking it? But, you know, we're still here, so I guess that means I've made it. And tomorrow I get to go back to trying to convince my dad to go back to a... Wait, where's that from? From Durquay. Very... Or these... oh shit, the humans are here to trade. I really need to thin out this forest. This forest is so thick. Nothing can actually get into the fort. Hey Bob, what up? Good to see you. But the humans are here to trade, which is excellent, because I do actually have stuff I can sell them. Ball. Hey, look at all these balls. We can sell them balls. But I hope you're doing well, Bob. I'm selling balls to humans. Just as you do. Keep finding encouraging people who are great to work for you. Yeah, that too. Yeah. Human spearman stabbed the turkey gobbler with the iron spear. The turkey gobbler corpse misses the human spearman, and the human spearman stabs the turkey gobbler corpse in the head with her iron spear. And the severed part sails off in an arc. Oh no, we're gonna have another undead turkey head in like 2 minutes. Good night, almost 5 a.m. Oh, good God, dude, go to sleep. I'll be on Tuesday. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the emotes. What am I worried? What? Oh, that the I just chewed to death. It's good, man. I feel like an undead turkey is like one of the funniest zombie stories that just like never gets told. Like, could you imagine how hilarious that would be if you just like stumbled upon an undead turkey? It's like gobble 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 brains gobble 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 gobble. You're just like, oh, it's a although like I guess a full size like turkey gobbler can get rather large, which is a little bit like concerning, I suppose, but Hmm. It's raining on the dwarves. Where are the merchants at? Oh, they're there. On the other side. They're on their way over. You drop kick an undead turkey? I feel like picking up a flailing undead half-rotten turkey would be rather hard. I feel like the best thing to do with an undead turkey wouldn't be to like pick it up and drop kick it, would just be to run up and kick it. Like, just pretend you're playing kickball and just kick it. Like, it would be like, okay, you know like those big exercise balls? Imagine that, but with flapping wings that's trying to murder you. It would be like kind of unnerving initially. And if it got on you, it could probably do some damage like scratching and whatnot. So your best bet is to probably just like back up and grab a broom or something. Just like, eh! Like, it's not really as threatening as like a zombie human or something, but like, it's threatening enough that you go, oh god, Christ, calm down. Just such a funny mental image. Because like turkeys aren't small, right? Like they're rather big. And if there was one that had its mind on like murdering you, like I would imagine that they would be rather alarming to just have running at you. A horde of undead turkeys could probably kill someone. A horde of undead anything could probably kill someone. A horde of ants could kill you, regardless of being undead. I'm sure Australia has at least 5 varieties of ants that could kill you. Single spider could kill you, if it's the right kind of spider. They are medium dog sized? Exactly, a horde of chinchillas. Oh, they're so cute with their little paws, their tiny little bean paws. They're so cute. But yes, potentially. Way bigger than a rooster? I mean, roosters can, like, have you ever been attacked by a rooster? Because I got attacked by a rooster at my cousin's house when they had roosters, when they had chickens. And it was kind of terrifying. Turkey story. Thanks for clipping shit, Cooler. Appreciate you. Quickly reposting this on the Halcyon Discord. Redback spider can kill? Yeah, I mean, we have spiders that can kill you here. We have snakes that can kill you. Bears. See, those are spiky balls. I just had like 150 spiky balls on repeat for a while. Like, look at how great these are. All right, humans. What do you got? Yay, look at all them anvils. All right, so we're going to buy all the anvils. Buy a bunch of cloth, make a bunch of cloth bags. Is that good? Yeah, that's not even like half of them. That's like, I don't know. Maybe like 150 or so? It's not even metal. No, wooden logs. You should see the metal spiky balls. Metal spiky balls sell for a lot. Although trading is getting some rebalancing in the premium version, so be wary. Yeah, they're not very good for elves, which is why you save like the meals in the rock pots for the elves. Unless you're killing the elves with the spiky wooden balls, then it's just irony. Artifact gold spiky balls. But yeah, no, trap parts are extremely valuable. That are like glass. Glass spiky balls are great for elves. Was worth like 400,000 dwarf bucks. My artifact hammer was worth my artifact hammer that I what's the word? That I had that was made of adamantine was worth like several million dwarf bucks. You've got an entire caravan's worth with a single bejeweled spiky ball? Really? What was it made out of? Like, what material did you make it out of? It must have been masterwork. Steel? Wow. I mean, they can be really valuable. They're like the value of artifacts sometimes. Platinum? Oh yeah, that would do it. Or rather, studding an item like that with platinum, or studding a spiky ball with platinum would work wonders. Yes, steel is very valuable in DF. Well, traps, armor, and weapons, yeah. What was I gonna build? Right, leather bag. Let's say 50. And collect sand. 50. We can start up pump stacks. That was value. I had an artifact giant corkscrew made of adamantine once, which was like roughly 4 million. It's the most valuable artifact I've ever had because it was studded with platinum. It used raw adamantine and adamantine wafers. It used cave spider silk and a bunch of other things. Several different gems, and it was studded with platinum. Oh, you actually like made the musical instrument? That's cool. That's something I love to do, is actually having enough resources to make a full musical instrument. All right, what's the name of my tavern? My tavern is Bronze Peaches. I like the name of it, so we're keeping it. All right, meeting. And it's gonna be the Bronze Peaches. And that's the Bronze Peaches right now, so. That's a bit of an upgrade, I say. Considering it's also gonna get this corner over here. The last few floor tiles over here are done. Man, they still need to finish smoothing that up there. One time you got an artifact corkscrew and an artifact mechanism, and I combined the two and made an unbreakable weapon trap. And it jammed on the first zombie that walked on it. Oh, that's fantastic. I feel like I wouldn't have made that into a weapon trap. I would have, like, memorialized them both. I once had an artifact pipe and an artifact screw, and I made an artifact screw pump, and I didn't actually... And it wasn't magma safe because of the materials that were used, so it would have caught fire. And because the only thing I was pumping at the time was magma. Or lava, I put it in my tavern and just used it as a very expensive exercise bike. So the dwarves just sat there and admired it, and occasionally I would just set it to pump manually, and the dwarves would, like, spin the pedals. Which is just kind of funny. Because, like, manually pumping screw pumps is one of the best source of, like, strength gain in DF. Like, unironically, it's just... kind of busted, actually. But this up here is going to be my kitchens and food storage. I still don't have a single quality meal in this fortress. Need to actually give these dwarves some food. That isn't just like raw plump helmets, which is all that they've been living off of. It's like one of those test your strength machines you see in bars. Yeah, if it was like instead of like a pedalon or whatever. Or what are those fucking like smart exercise bikes that are way too expensive that like went bankrupt after the pandemic ended? Peloton. That's it. Those things. That Google recently licensed the Stadia technology to. For some fucking reason. Your parents got one? I'm sorry for their loss. Steam, are you drunk? 47 games updated today. The hell? Including Portal. What year is it? Why is Valve patching Portal? Localization updates as... Oh, it's a Steam Deck thing. Okay, that makes sense. Oh my god. Oh, dear. Cooler just sent me that. Well done, Cooler. I'll have to do something with that. Turkey. Bark, 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 bark. It's pretty good. Yeah. Bark, 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 bark. Bark is better than gobble? Is it better than bacon though? No, he offered to buy, or he's threatening or saying, or he made an offer to buy Twitter. He hasn't bought Twitter. There's a very big difference between saying, I'll buy it, and actually buying it. But I don't know, maybe he'll buy it. It's not like Twitter's any good. I don't see how he could really make it worse, to be honest. We need that as a sound command. I need to set it up. Oh, you hate bark? Why would I get rid of bark, though? Can't be worse than it already is. I mean, it's already under their current ownership, which is not exactly brilliant. I have a Twitter account because I need it for work, not because I like Twitter, so I don't really care, to be completely honest with you. Where'd you put that? Okay, I don't know if this will work. But somebody who's subbed on Patreon, type in ! gobble. Let's see if that works. There you go. Bark still works. I didn't delete bark. Why would I get rid of bark? Although maybe what I should do is I should have like a set amount of money that you guys have to give me, and then you can kill a sub sound if you don't want it. Axon, you're welcome. This is the content that you're paying for, right? There we go. Done. Yeah, I don't know. I still to this day haven't been able to get that one working. But I think gobble is a hell of a lot better than the bleep sound. To not have it removed? Yeah, I'd need a, like, good method of that. But we could do it like that, but I don't know how I would do it. We could do it like like once a month I remove one command and add one new command or something. Money fight for sounds, yeah. Holy jeez. Hi Russ. What's up, clowns? How's things, lads? We're building the big fort. It's pretty big. Lots of bedrooms. And we're making a tavern right now. Hey, Metal Gearman. How's things? Chat, can I get a big round of beers for the Raiders? And also, patrons, can you please gobble at the Raiders? It's a new toy I just gave my patrons. But if you guys don't know Russ, Russ is the premier content for Space Station 13. And other various variety. Sorry, my brain just kind of shut off. That's a lot of people. But thank you very much for the raid. We play way too much Dwarf Fortress here. Like, an upsetting amount of Dwarf Fortress here. Like, I've been playing this fort today for 10 hours. But yeah. Well, we play way too much Dwarf Fortress here. I mean, I could, but why would I ban Axon? Hey, we have a Fey Mood. It's probably because there's a bunch of clowns in the chat all of a sudden. But welcome, everybody. I wonder what we're going to make. Mason Shop. Any bets, chat? What this guy makes? I'm hoping for a door. Oh, also, should jump up to the surface. This is the surface of the fort. We have this lovely outer wall that is unfinished. The biome that we're in is a haunted dry jungle. Everything that dies comes back to life immediately. So we've got lots of kills on horse skin because the horses keep showing up. And then we kill them, and then we butcher them, and then they come back to life as horse skin. The most exciting thing that happened today was a turkey, an undead turkey ran up and attacked Casey's dwarf. And Casey bit the dwarf, or Casey's dwarf bit the turkey, and its head sailed off on an arc. And then the turkey's head came back to life, and then they bit the turkey's head. So, you know, chomp. Which is why the gobble sound exists now, because I made turkey sounds shortly before you got here, and then I made it a sound command for my subscribers. But anything else impressive? Plenty of, like, undead eagles keep dive bombing, and then we punch them and they explode. That's pretty eventful. We got sieged by the goblins once, and we completely obliterated them, and then killed them a second time when they all came back to life. I don't know if this fort's impressive or anything, but, like, we had magma forges before we had beds. Which is, like, you know, down here. I don't think there's any candy in this fort, which is a crime. Grass that wiggles? Oh, yeah, well, I mean, that's a given. It's a haunted jungle. I mean, you see all these zeros? Those aren't zeros. And they're also not trees. They're also not blind cave ogres. They're staring eyeballs. They're eyes emojis. So there's just eyes everywhere. All over the ground. They're naturally occurring in haunted biomes. I've gone literally as deep as I can go, my dude. I dug down to, like, the molten bedrock. There is actually, like... Okay, so every tile on the embark square, when you embark, every, like, one of the little squares has a 50-50 chance to have adamantine candy. And this is a 4x4 embark, so it's pretty small. I think we actually just managed to roll a 100%, like, no circus biome, which is fine. Have I found the circus? It's in my chat right now, I think. We have killed angels in this world, though. My last fort, and one of my militia commanders who was in my last fort in this world, has a bunch of kills on angels. In fact, I can prove it. Where's Woogie? You do? No, you don't. Who is the one that has the kills on the angels? Not you, not you. Not you, you're a child. Where are you? Pink? No, you don't. Where did... I just can't remember who was in the last fort. But I know I have some. I'm not full of shit, I swear. But... somewhere. Fun fact, you can tell domestic turkeys are carved from wild turkeys in the presence of dark meat. In the breast, domestic turkeys don't fly, and the breast meat is... Yeah, I've read about that, actually. Damn, that's a lot of... Oh, there you go. This person. See? 3 angels of Naglak. Right above me. 4 beings of the mountains. That's rating a fun spire, which is basically like surface demons. So surface clowns. They exist. They're quite common. It's just a matter of knowing how to look for them. But thanks for the fun fact about domestic turkeys, Dan. But we are currently, you know, just digging out this back area back here. I also need to, you know, make this fort more coordinated color-wise. Oh, shit! My first stressed out dwarf. You want to acquire something? You want to be around friends? You want to be able to pray? Want to be able to practice a craft? You're annoyed when caught in the rain? You're very angry after getting into arguments and experiencing trauma? Man. I'm so sorry. Well, we'll give you a career change, because I really don't want you to decide to, like, smash somebody into a billion pieces. Since you want to be around friends, how about you go be a performer in my tavern? Go sing songs or something. Be a bard. Good luck, Dwarf. Now that I've just removed somebody from the military, I need more recruits. So you're a siege engineer. How do you feel about conflict? Vengeful. That's fine. You remember raising a family? Are you brave? You feel lustful? You've killed things. A zombie donkey. That checks out. There you go. I got your replacement. And how about you, Aiden? Selecting random dwarf. You don't like binding elements. You're an optimist. Can you handle stress? Do you like to fight? You're quick to anger. That's good. Little interest in joking around. Sure. Tries to get things done perfectly. Good. Often nervous. Yeah, you'll be fine. Go smash some zombie eagles or something. Them asses never give up. Well, they give you down, so. Generally, I would say that they're full of shit. All right, you. Bonk. But yeah, currently what we're working on is I'm working on a bunch of bags. And I also need to jump up here. We are going to start... I was going to start collecting sand. So hopefully they go do that soon. Once we have more bags made. And then we're going to start making green glass so I can pump some lava. Because, you know, we have, like, this abundance of water up here. But we don't really have any easy ways of, you know, like, immediately making things spontaneously combust, which is important when they tend to come back to life. So I think the best method for this is going to be a couple nice little chutes over into a big hole over here. And we're going to go blub, 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 and just pour some lava into a hole where they will walk towards our little entrance over here. And, you know, just catch them all on fire. That'll be lovely, I think. So that's going to be our format of defense for the fort. Also, I'm just going to do this, because, like, why not? Gather place. Gather information. Don't pick fruit from trees unless you feel like starving to death. Also, I don't feel like making step ladders. That'll give us better food variety. Yeah, this fort's been, like, oddly calm considering it is a resurrecting biome. There was one forgotten beast. Didn't stay around too long. You're meditating on mountains? You happier yet? Yeah, there you go. Satisfied upon improving... kicking. And you're satisfied upon learning about kicking. You slept in a great bedroom. Also because, like, you know, this fortress is kind of a crappy place to live. I've overcompensated by giving them very large bedrooms. They seem to like them. Yeah, we don't talk about the first two attempts, okay? The first two attempts the first one we got ambushed by a foul blendek. And then the second one, the second one we got killed by the, like the what do you call them? The water buffalo that brought our wagon there. Although I think it would have been better if we got killed by a zombie wagon, but fortunately no zombie wagons killed us, just a water buffalo. Which was pretty funny. We, like, embarked, landed on the spot, and I'm like, all right, guys, reclaim the fort, go! And then water buffalo's like, bap, 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 bap. And so somewhere in this world, there's a legendary undead water buffalo with a name that killed 7 dwarves. It was pretty good. Chat, 8:12 p.m. isn't too late for coffee, right? But, to anybody who's sticking around from the raid, how was Russ's stream today? What'd you guys do? Anything eventful happen? I've just been, like, playing dwarves and listening to records on and off all day. We stream Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays here. And it's a lot of dwarfs, traditional roguelikes, other things. Although this week's just been a fuckload of dwarves for some reason. I don't know. Normally I, like, don't play this much dwarves, but this week's been, like, kind of whack. I don't know why. I've just been way too into this fort. I keep on saying I'm gonna play other games, but that just doesn't happen. I just play dwarves. I don't know what's wrong with me. Lots of fisticuffs with the wild boar. Ooh. What are we playing? Fisticuffs with a wild boar. Cogmind went out the window? Yeah. It's okay. We will pull out the magnifying glass and play some. This was a peasant and invited 2 ladies to one of his house settlements and they weren't happy. I mean, if they showed up, what? Now I'm, like, wondering what Russ was playing. What was Russ playing? It's fine. Oh, I think I know it. Okay, you're playing Medieval Dynasty. This makes sense. Fisticuffs with Wild Boar does make a lot of sense now, actually. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down now. Yeah, no, that game, in my experience, was running after wild boars with fists out was the one time I watched somebody play that. And I was like, well, this definitely looks like a simulator. By that, I mean very realistic. Absolutely very realistic. Perfect representation of real life. I have to chase wild boars with my fists out every day. That's why, in Hunter Call of the Wild, I killed deer in melee range with a crossbow. All right, so over here we need kitchens. Because I have yet to make food, and we're on year, like, 4. So obviously we are going to massively overcompensate for the lack of good foodstuffs up until now. The problem is, this just means I'm going to have to transport the dead animals further. You know what? I think that we should maybe make a second corpse disposal unit. Just, you know, in case of zombie pull lever. Just like you, looks like you weakly slap them to death. This seems optimal, to be honest. Although fisticuffs in video games just makes me want to play Xenoclash again. Typical blind stream. 11 hours into the stream, drinking coffee at 8:15 p.m. Any fun undead things around? Oh, and what is it with the undead turkey heads? There's currently 1, 2... Okay, there's an undead falcon head. There's an undead turkey gobbler head. And an undead turkey gobbler head. Also a bunch of mutilated crundles. Those poor fucking crundles, man. They have such a hard life. I don't know how these elk birds have stayed alive so long, but they've been there since the very start. Another thing about this fort, right? There's just all of these elk birds on this tree right here. And if I hit D to pop up the dig command, this is all aquifer. It's a varied aquifer, so it's not nothing. It's actually quite strong. It starts here and goes all the way down to here. It took me like an hour yesterday to dig this staircase and construct it. It was so bad. Like, a good chunk of yesterday was just spent digging that fucking staircase. It was so much pain. Such pain. Much sad. But aside from unintended comedy, it sounds like that game was quite entertaining. I mean, people seem to really like those Dynasty games. But for those of you who are potentially waiting for the Steam version of this, just know that there's a very, very, very high chance it'll be out this year. In fact, I would almost say it's guaranteed to come out this year. Which is, like, weird to say, but might actually be happening. Certainly for chilling games, I know people that like the vibe of just crafting and building stuff. Yeah. You know, honestly, like those Dynasty games, like I don't think I'd ever play them, but looking at them, they just kind of look like playing on a Rust RP server with AI instead of other humans. Probably coming out mid/late 2023. I mean, no. It'll be out mid/late 2022. Well, actually, no, it'll be out late 2022. Be out this fall. Because Fortress mode is basically done. They just need... Last time I checked, they need to finish one more screen, which is the map screen. And, yeah, a long time ago. I actually played Life is Feudal once. That game was not good, but people liked it for some stupid reason. I also played the town builder that they made, which is also not good. I don't know. Not for me. Yeah, no, the Fortress mode is almost done, and if they release without Fortress mode, yeah, it'll be out this year. There's actually no question at that point, because Fortress mode is actually almost done. They just need to do bug fixing and art polish at that point. And like the main thing that's delaying stuff at this point is art. So much grinding and then angry neighbors who play twice as long. What, for Life is Feudal? Yeah. No, I don't like games where I have to worry about other people. Ooh, a turkey hen is fighting. That's gotta be fun. Human Maceman punches a turkey hen in the corpse in the upper body with her left hand, bruising the muscle and shattering the left false ribs. Why is there false ribs in a turkey? The Human Maceman bashes the turkey hen corpse in the upper body with her iron morning star. I prefer a good night star. Anyway, and the injured part is cloven asunder. Oh, great. That'll come back to life. Wait, hold on a second. The upper body is cloven asunder? I mean, I guess, yeah, a tendon in the middle of the spine has been torn. That checks out. Damn. That's kind of brutal. Not gonna lie. I mean, it's just like when you find the an intelligent undead dwarf or something, and it's just like their upper body is gone. And it's just like, hold on, your upper body is gone. You're an intelligent undead, you're walking around and serving drinks in my tavern. But your upper body is gone. Are you just like a pair of pants? Like I always, and then it like has a very detailed description of their beard and all that, and it's just like, Although that I don't really care too much about turkey anatomy, Axon. But the addition that I still really want to see for Dwarf Fortress is alcohol poisoning is a thing, right? Things can die if they drink too much alcohol. Hamsters and hamster men should be immune to alcohol poisoning. Like 100%. Like a hamster man should be able to outdrink a dwarf. Just because they can drink more alcohol than any living creature on Earth. And, like, the concept of a hamster outdrinking a dwarf is just way too funny to me. That has to be a thing. Also, because there's, like, no logical reason to play as hamstermen in adventure mode, because they are, like, the size of a football, so they just are, like, they can carry, like, 3 metal bolts before they move too slowly. Like, they are the worst character for adventure mode in there is zero logical reason to use them. You got a horse on the roof of a tree going berserk? Tips? Chop the tree down, kill horse. That's a coffin, not a door. How the fuck did I manage that? Or just leave it there, it's fine. It'll fall out of the tree eventually. When that happens, then kill it. I do actually need to let the dwarves take a break for a bit because they've been partying for too long. Will it attack your dwarves? Yes. Yes, it will. If you, like, let it near your dwarves, that is. Twitch would like me to inform you, chat, that hype trains are off cooldown. If anybody cares. But yes, anything that is berserk will attack anything. Doesn't matter what it is. Anything that is alive that is close by will get attacked by any berserk creature. So if there is a horse in a tree that is berserk, it would attack the tree if the tree had the ability to think. Also, why is there a horse in a tree? What? Like, you have to jump pretty high to climb a tree in Dwarf Fort. It's like 1 to 3 Z levels you have to jump. Something must have really scared that horse. I mean, it probably saw something that startled it and then it ran up a tree. It happens sometimes, but like, what do you have on your biome that would be scary enough for to scare a horse up a tree? Like, you have to really startle a horse to make a horse run up a tree. It dodged into the tree? Yeah. Well, I mean, the classic tale. How do you get an elephant out of a tree in Dwarf Fortress? You tell it to stand on a leaf and wait till fall. Butterfly horses are wimps. I mean, you just go behind a horse and go, and it'll jump up a tree. Or just kick you in the head, like in real life. I think it's probably more likely to just kick you in the head. But if you're lucky, it'll run up a tree. The cliff is near the tree, so kind of confused. It's not near the tree. Is it very dense trees? Like, is it like this? Or is it like very sparse trees where things are really far apart? Because this forest here for a little bit had a group of undead tree wolves that were living in it for a bit. We had like a whole flock of tree wolves that were living in this forest for a bit. And they were, you know, beautiful, natural parts of the environment until I told my dwarves to go over there and chop the trees down and kill them. Because undead tree wolves will just stay there forever. Just post it up on the DF room on Discord. All right, it's time for the food stockpile. Boop. Nice big food stockpile. It's time to get rid of the other food stockpile. It's gonna be a lot of dwarves storing a lot of things in stockpiles. And delete those stills. The wrong button. And did I put a door there? Yes, I did. Perfect. Just get rid of all those boulders. It's fine. An eagle's fighting with my goat. Oh no. The eagle corpse, it scratches at the billy goat in the right front leg with its first toe on its right foot, tearing the fat and bruising the muscle. The billy goat gores the eagle corpse in the right lower leg with its horn, bruising the muscle. The force twists the right knee, tearing apart the muscle and bruising and bruising the bone, and tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone. A ligament has been torn. Well, it sounds like our goat's winning. Oh, and then the planter hacks at the eagle corpse in the upper leg with his silver battle axe, tearing apart the muscle. Part has been severed. The planter charges at the eagle corpse, but the planter collides with the eagle corpse, and the eagle corpse is knocked over and tumbles backward. Well, that's good. I'm glad that we are prevailing against the evil eagle corpse. And the billy goat once again kicks the eagle corpse in the right wing with his left rear hoof, and the injured part collapses. Well, that's good. It's no longer gonna fly. And the billy goat gores the eagle corpse in the head with its right horn, and the injured part collapses. I want to know how many kills this billy goat has, because it's got at least like 5 or 6 at this point. It's actually, that's kind of great. Like, it's like that billy goat is paying rent. It's pretty good. Quite pleased. Okay, let's take a peek at this. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, my guess would be it just got startled and jumped up into the tree. Yeah, like that's really all it is. I mean, you get enough momentum, you can run up a tree in DF. And horses can move pretty quick. It probably just got enough momentum that it ran up a tree. That's probably all it was, if I had to bet. It just got spunky and went for a sprint. Next thing you know, you're accidentally up a tree. I don't know how physics works. Neither does that horse. I don't care about physics. And obviously that horse doesn't either, so seems natural. Just don't give a shit, and space-time operates differently. Just like, you know, if you tell somebody that it's something else long enough, eventually people start to believe you, right? Right? Why did you cancel my construction of the thing? Oh, right, yeah, because we're getting rid of all those boulders. Construction is nearly done. Excellent. Brew some foods. Wait, brew some drinks is more like. Dwarves have suspended. Construction of a still. We're still waiting for the construction to finish. I mean, the best piece of DF logic will always be 1,000 dragons can all lie on one tile as long as 999 of them. 1,000 dragons can fit in one tile as long as 999 of them are lying down. Is there any way to see how long a dwarf has to stay on the traction bench? No, but you can see if they've had their traction done or not by selecting them with the V key, hitting Z, and then hitting H, and then scrolling to the treatment section. So if they still have stuff listed, then they still have more treatments that need to be done, but there's no, like, strict time amount. No. You don't need to use mods. You can just go to the health screen. There is no, like, amount of time they have to stay on it. It'll just say whether or not the treatment is scheduled. If the treatment has been done, it's very short. Like, they'll just sit there for a minute or so, and then they'll be out. I think it's like a day or something in-game. You don't think it's possible for that horse to come down itself? I feel that, man. Oh, hey, we've named another shield. Great. Intraction and thirsty? Not the status. What's their what's the treatment? So there's status, wounds, and treatment. So go to the right. Status, wounds, treatment, here, history. So it should say what their wounds are, and then treatment is what you want to go to. I mean, status is what is their current status, right? No treatment is scheduled? All right, well then just give them a minute. Are they an important dwarf that you require, like, right now? Or it's like, oh, they'll get out. Or you could, like, deconstruct it. That would put them out quicker. They may also need a crutch, if they don't already have it. They may also need a, what do you call it? They may need a crutch. They may also need a A splint. Or a cast. Casts are optional, though. I have a stray giant kakapo? There's no way in hell those are still alive. But if they are, we have a bunch of free meat. Prop. Tonight's mild panic is caused by Sneck that unplugged her heat source. Huh. You should type in !gobble. We have a new sound command for you. How did Sneck unplug her heat source? I mean, did she just go into hibernation? Wait, what? I'm so confused by this. Oh, right. Wrong person used it. You have to give me more money to use it. Or you have to give me quite a bit of money to use them. It's $10 a month on Twitch in sub, or the $7 tier on Patreon. Story behind that is there was an undead turkey on the map, and a dwarf bit its head off, and then the undead turkey's head became an undead turkey's head, an undead turkey head, and then attacked the same dwarf, and then the dwarf bit it and killed it. So turkey, undead, bites it, head fall off, head on ground, and bites it a second time. Dwarf was real hungry, and there was an undead turkey there, so the turkey got unturkeyed. Twitch is so pay to win. Well, it's pay to entertain yourself, I guess. But at the end of the day, a streamer has bills to pay, and this is my full-time job, and you get free entertainment because other people pay my bills with sound commands. So, Madunho has given birth to a girl. How adorable. Do I still have the tree wolves? No, we killed the tree wolves. Now we just have undead eagles and turkeys and occasionally wombats. There was a wombat neck that lived in a tree for a bit. There's a turkey hen corpse and a turkey gobbler head.
Interesting.
So, you know, just the good stuff. Pilot likes his new toy. Very amused. I think it's funny, which means it must be funny. Because if I think something that I said was funny... Also, shoutouts to Cooler for clipping that. Funk. Man, they haven't even started making the leather bags yet. It's almost like I haven't made a Leatherworks. I'm good at this video game, I swear. But yes, happy to be of service. Dwarf just killed a something. Turkey gobbler? Punches the turkey oh, one of the turkey gobbler heads finally made it into the fort. The axe dwarf punches the turkey gobbler head in the head with her right hand, and the injured part collapses. So it's a head. Punches it, and it goes. All right, let's, now the kitchen is done, go back to this. Snake hit sources on a panel on the top of her cage, and the power cable is removable for cleaning, and the snake tried to climb on the cable, thus pulling out the... pulling it out of the panel, and the thermostat alarm was going off when you came in the door, but Snake was good and just crawling on desk, and is crawling on desk now. Oh, well, I mean, if Snake gets too cold, Snake just curl up and go, I can't move! It's not like it's, like, that bad for them to get cold, is it? Like, sometimes I get cold, and the worst thing that happens there is I just don't get out of bed for a while, and then I start my stream a little late because I'm cold and I don't feel like getting out of bed. But man, this neck must be moving a lot because of the fresh skin. Also, chat, you know what I realized recently? Dwarf Fortress has the word bell in it. It also has the word air in it. And I really, 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 really want to make a fortress now that just has one dwarf in it who's a prince, who's a smith, and they could live in Bel Air. Like, I realized recently I could literally make a Will Smith fort. Which... I think I might have to do that for, like, my birthday or something. I might need to make that happen. Why did you suspend that wall? What's wrong with it? Oh, is there an undead Peregrine Falcon? Yeah, we have to have maximum slapping skills. Very, very, very skilled wrestler. You know, actually, he should only be a dabbling wrestler because that was a very pathetic slap. Like, come on. Yes, except the difference is I never want to think about Homestuck again, but The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is still a good show. So. Fair, but also, nah. Apologies. My ex was obsessed with that stupid fucking comic. And I never want to think about it again. To the point where she had multiple cosplays and had a wig with the giant fucking horns on my fridge for like, I don't know, 5 years. And when she was moving out, she took that wig down and threw it straight into the trash. And I was just like, wait, like literally a week earlier, we were talking about how, where I asked her kind of passively if she was ever going to use that again. And she said, yeah, she was planning on like redoing part of it and keeping it. And then when, the day she was moving out, she's just like, yeah, no, I just kept that because I knew that you hated it. It's like, wow. So yeah, no, I don't want to think about Homestuck ever again. Unfortunately, it's so popular in the popular consciousness that it will come up from time and time again. And then I just have this wonderful story to retell about how much I hate that shit. I could make, I could try and make that Prince Dwarf, like, a talented comedian. Or human, even. Talking-related skills? You could do that. Christ, what a fucking... Right! Although, I think she might have just said that to piss me off because she knew that she didn't have anywhere to store it. That's my actual suspicion, but... Who knows? I won't. I would much rather name a fort Bulbous Sore. Unfortunately, I can't name a fort Pikachu, so... I actually don't even think Pikas exist in Dwarf Fort. Is there a Dwarf Fort Pokemon mod? If there isn't, I'm kind of shocked. I mean, if there's a My Little Pony mod and a Mario mod, there has to be a Pokemon mod for DF. And a Star Wars mod. Hold up. There's got to at least be like an animal pack, right? Dwarfamon. Ah. Well. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, we need to put that on the to-do list. I mean, Huh. I'm not sure what just exploded down at the bottom there. Ultraviolent Pokemon. All right, putting that on the to-do list. Hopefully we can buy them from Elven Trade. Hopefully the elves show up and then explode because they're something just went nuts. There's 898 Pokemon. Legendary Mega Beasts, Mythical Semi-Mega Beasts, status conditions, barrels and plants and items, optional mystery dungeon content. What? Optional trading card game content? Okay, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, that needs to happen. Perfect. Hold on, I'm posting this on Discord. That's fantastic. That spoiler gif is wonderful. Just like everything spontaneously explodes. That is so funny. Because, like, a Pokemon mod for DF would literally just be there's a bunch of wild animals everywhere that can, like, shoot fire and shit. Because, I'll be completely honest with you, chat. I know, like, nothing about Pokemon. So it would be just like the Super Mario Brothers mod, where I'm just like, I don't know what's happening the entire time. Maybe that needs to be my birthday stream. Because on my birthday, we do, like, a big, long birthday charity marathon. Maybe that's what we need to do on my birthday stream, is the Pokemon mod. Now I want to blend the Star Wars mod, the Pokemon mod, and the Mushroom Kingdom mod all into one save file. And just play as, like, toadstools with, like, fucking ATSTs and AT-ATs running around. And, like, droids and Jawas with, fucking Pokemon everywhere. Because, you know, like, that would just be way too entertaining. You know a crap ton about Pokemon? It would be like Twitch chat, like, explains Pokemon to clueless streamer. No, it definitely won't. I mean, who doesn't want to see, like, a Pikachu explode because it gets hit by a ball of fire running around screaming as it melts? Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want the incredibly graphic descriptions of, like, a Squirtle geysering on a something? I don't know. I'm trying to pretend I know more than 5 Pokemon, which I don't. I just linked it, but there's another link. It's from 2017, too, so it's relatively recent. That is fucking incredible. There's our... I mean, just duck or you'll get squirted on. What? All right, well, we're going to have to make that happen. Hey, Ham. What's up? For Dwarf Fortress mods, that's relatively recent, considering the last time the Mario Brothers mod was updated was 2014. In order to generate worlds consistently in the Mario Brothers mod, you have to install a 2014 install of Dwarf Fortress and generate the world in that and then move it to the most recent one. And half the shit doesn't work. So, for Dwarf Fortress years, that's pretty recent. For a Dwarf Fortress mod, that's relatively recent. Like, it's not that recent, but it's not that old. You have a good night, Taylor. Maybe we'll see you in Discord. If not, see you Tuesday. What did that Mason make with Strange Mood? Good question. Nothing yet. I totally forgot about it. I was way too obsessed with... he's still collecting stuff. I was just way too... the game was paused and I was just staring at the fucking Pokemon mod. I'm looking forward to the Steam release when it comes out. They have said that it's... well, I mean... It's gonna come out this year. Like, that's just kind of a fact. Because Fortress mode is almost done. Legends mode is done. They just need bug testing and art polishing. Like, literally the only thing... Legends mode is waiting on art. So Tarn's part of Legends was done. And it just needed map art. Alright. What do you have and what are you waiting on? Copper bars, eagle bone, 3 pieces of slate. Might just be more bones. That's more bones. Slaughter 2 hens. It's fine. But yeah, no, the Steam release will come out this year. And the reason I say that... Well, actually, no, let's just... turn off this zone for a second. Because I don't think that corpse is in the river anymore. Yeah, the only zombie in the river now is a peregrine falcon head, which is fine. Much less scary than a dwarf zombie. But yeah, no, Fortress mode is almost done, and they're gonna release without adventure mode, so, yeah, it'll be out this year. I would keep an eye out on, in June, because the premium version for DF was announced originally at Summer Games Fest, which happens in June. So I am kind of expecting something in June. All you know is you hope it has workshop support. I know it'll have that eventually. I don't know if it'll have that at launch, but Dwarf Fortress is extremely easy to mod without that, so I don't think it really matters all that much. Like, Dwarf Fortress modding is just like editing some details on some text files and dragging and dropping a folder. Like, even if it launches without that, which would be a shame, it is a planned feature, so it'll get it eventually, even if it doesn't get it at launch. All right, let's check on that. That's not a good sign. Why are you underwater, Dwarf? Remember I was saying it's great. There's no dwarves drowning anymore? Well, about that. Six wooden spikes are worth 3,200 dwarf bucks. Yep. Yep. All right, so the game's saving, chat. Do you think this dwarf drowns or nah? Raz, what up? It's good to see you. You know what I discovered 5 minutes ago? There is a Dwarf Fortress mod called Dwarfmon, which adds almost 900 wild animal Pokemon to Dwarf Fortress. Which quite literally means there's just a bunch of fucking wild animals around that can, like, shoot fire and lightning and shit.
Yeet.
You're fucking off to bed. Peace. You have a good night, Obo. There will be beer pictures tomorrow. I'm going to the bakery. Did I really never play Pokemon? I've played the only good Pokemon game quite a lot, which is Pokken, which is Tekken, but Pokemon. I played Pokemon something the fuck, which I borrowed for a week from a friend on my Game Boy, and I thought it was really boring. And so I went back to playing Advanced Wars. I don't really like JRPGs. No, you go to this way. Dwarf, you go this way. Dwarf, no. Dwarf, no, you're going the wrong way. Why you gotta do this? Why you gotta be like this, Dwarf? Not like this. Not like this. Not at all like this. Yeah, and I don't like JRPGs. Well, rip. So about that, yeah, you know what? Let's stay to the safety and confines of our fort. How's that sound? Meanwhile, that dwarf has finally begun a mysterious construction. We don't. We're just gonna leave out the dead because I don't feel like going back out there. It's scary. Sorry, Acre. Pokken Tournament was fucking rad. It was genuinely fantastic. But yeah, no, I don't. I've never properly played a Pokemon game outside of like the first 15 minutes. I also didn't play. Oh hey, Twitch gave me money. Thanks, Twitch. Payday. Woo. You love JRPGs back in the day? The only JRPG I really played was Final Fantasy 1 on the Game Boy. And the only reason I played it was because it was the only game I had at the time. And I'd already finished Legend of Zelda. It's just Tekken. It's just Tekken, but with Pokemon. That's literally all it is. Oh, all of my Pokemon knowledge actually comes from the first season of the Pokemon anime, which I've seen. I'm just saying, if you've played Tekken, you've played Pokken. That's all. Hey, Shirley. How are you? So you know how yesterday you were just like, wow, you've done a lot? Well, today we did a lot. Yeah, today we did a lot. Today we made progress. Like, lots of progress. I still need to get those bedrooms over there on the left finished. And thanks. Yeah, today we did a lot. Zooming out reminded me that I need to finish these bedrooms, so. We also made a... We had a dwarf that fought with a undead turkey. Working behind my camera. We had a dwarf that fought with an undead turkey. Ended up biting it in the neck. Made the turkey's head fly off. And then the biome resurrected the turkey head. And then the dwarf just immediately went and bit the turkey head again. And killed it. So, we have a dwarf with really good biting skill, apparently. And then that happened because of it. So, patrons can now make me be a turkey, I guess. That's gonna get a lot of use on Thanksgiving. It's gonna be a very useful seasonal sound command. Say that. You're always a Centurion Digimon fan. Oh yeah, we also just discovered that there's a Pokemon mod for Dwarf Fortress, which I need to try, because I feel like spontaneously exploding wild animals sounds amazing. And like the GIF that accompanies it's just fantastic. It's just, hold on, let's just open this up. It's literally just this. Just everything exploding and dying and bits and pieces and blood and stuff going everywhere and Yeah, this looks great. This is much more violent than actual Pokemon, which is optimal. So that's firmly on the to-do list. Although I've actually kind of had this weird itch to play Jawa Fortress again, just because that was kind of a fun mod. At least for the bit that I played. Just because like half of the droids were so tall that they could just walk over like 5-tile tall walls, and you just walk. They just like walk and you'd be like, oh, we're getting invaded by like 15 droids, and they just walk over the wall and you're like, ah! Because all of the, like a whole bunch of the droids just have legendary climber skills and like inhuman jumping skills, and they just vault your walls, and you're like, oh my god, all right, I guess I die now. Kobolds and turkeys get along real well, I bet, because they talk pretty similarly. Doors, 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 doors. You know, I think the reason people don't do weird bedrooms like this is because actually furnishing them is very cumbersome. All the doors? Nope, missed the bottoms. Man, I ran out of doors. I had 2 left. Come on. Hope trading won't be changed or reworked. Tarn is changing what you can request. He put out a post about this recently. Instead of being able to request like a dozen things, you're only going to be able to request 2 things, and it's going to make them significantly more expensive, but I don't think it's getting many more changes outside of that for the premium release. Just because currently trading is a bit too simple. I really want farming to get reworked. Farming is way too easy in the game right now. But it looks so much more interesting. It does. No, I'm not going to deny that. It absolutely looks much more interesting. You're going to head to bed. You have a good night, Audio. I'll be on for a bit still. I mean, I've only been on for 12 hours. And I'm not back till Tuesday after tomorrow, so... Only. I mean, I ate lunch like 3 hours ago, so I'm like kind of okay. I do have to be up at 9 a.m. though, because me and my dad are going to breweries, so. And my dad's like, yeah, I'm like, we have to like leave my apartment at like noon to get there for 1, which is when everything opens, because there's going to be a line tomorrow, although it's supposed to snow tomorrow, so it shouldn't be too bad. But there's usually lines like rain or shine, it doesn't matter, on a fucking Friday, especially on a long weekend. And it's supposed to snow tomorrow. But my dad's just like, oh yeah, well, I'll be at your place at 9. I'm like, you know that it only takes like 30 minutes to get there, right? And he goes, oh, all right, I'll be there at 10. I'm like, okay. So I guess me and my dad are going to hang out and listen to records for a bit before we head over there. No, absolutely. Looking forward to seeing pictures of that arcade machine when you get that. Hey, finally. Hey, it's useful. Zephon Stukosat, the Mason, has created Koshlirum Uker Dubar, a slate coffer, and claims it as a family heirloom. You know what, Dwarf? I will put that in your bedroom. Because you ventured all over the place to get all the stuff to make that. Oh. All right, where is that? Oh, there it is. I was looking at the wrong spot. I was like, why is this not what it looks like? Slaughter painted the Wave of Creating. Okay. It's worth 10,800 Zethal, or Dwarf Bucks, whatever you want to call it. If you want to know why I called Dwarf Bucks Zethal, exclamation point Dwarf Bucks. It is actually like, there is some logic behind it. This is a slate coffer. All Crastor ship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with round slate cabochons and studded with copper and decorated with willow and encircled with bands of cushioned slate cabochons. This object is adorned with hanging rings of turkey bone and menaces with spikes of slate and eagle bone. If you build walls, if you build the walls of the moat out of drawbridges, you can atom smash the zombies to death with the walls. I don't like atom smashing things to death. Like, really? Although my long-term plan is to turn that moat from a water moat into a lava moat. But first I need to make a bunch of, I need to make a bunch of glass first. And I don't have enough bags to make a bunch of glass yet. But once I have enough bags to make a bunch of glass, then we're going to start bringing, I'm going to start bringing lava up from the magma sea up to the surface. And we're just going to flood the whole surface with lava for a bit. It'll be fine. Well, it'll take a bit, but we'll flood the whole surface with lava and seal up the river and then dig out the river and then fill it back up with lava. So we'll have a lava river instead of a river. A river. We'll have a lava river instead of a river. Water river? You know what I mean. I mean, I knew that my moat was going to be full of zombies. I mean, if you're in a resurrecting biome, of course it's going to be full of zombies. Imagine if the bone craft could come to life. Yeah, that bone helmet that I have as well would be a problem. We have an artifact bone helm in this fort. All right, so Dwarf, you made this, right? Zephon? Do you have a bed? If you don't... Question is, what is your last name? Because this dwarf can just have it. Stukosat. Okay. Because if they don't have a bed, they can just... have one assigned, and we'll put... There you are. Yeah, you already have a bedroom. But you can have this one now. Which means now technically they have two, because I'm too lazy to look for their other one. There you go. You can have your artifact in your bedroom, because you made it, you can have it. Nobody's stuck anywhere, are they? It's an odd hallway to be running. Uh-oh. I was like, why are they running down that hallway real quick? Well, obviously because there's a zombie turkey in the kitchen. Got to deal with that. Turkey hen skin. Well, I mean, very much turkey left on that turkey. I love how this description is still a small forest bird known for its distinctive flaps of skin hanging from its face. It's prized for its meat, yet there's nothing here except for the skin. It's literally just like it's like, why did the frame rate drop? Also, why is everybody running away from the kitchen? Obviously because there's an undead turkey that needs to be stabbed to death. Well, they got it, so we good. Clearly, there's just an undead turkey that needs to be stabbed to death. Like, this is totally okay. This is fine. A glass pump stack? Dude, it would fucking glow. It would be awesome. But it's the only magma-safe material that I can make into pump stacks in this fortress. That I've found so far. All I have is silver and copper. Normally I would use like iron or steel, but I don't has, and I don't feel like importing it, so we'll just use glass. We'll use green glass. It'll be fine. Which means it'll be like more glowy orange glass or something. Ow. I mean, imagine just like, you know, honestly, when I imagine like, I know that Tarn like describes it as like a weird like undulating like inchworm of skin, but I imagine like zombie skin in Dwarf Fortress to just be like Slimer from Ghostbusters. They're just like, they like, I imagine that they like inflate and just go, blah! Like they're like filled up with like, what's the word I'm looking for? like a ghost oxygen or something. Like they're filled up with like a weird like ghostly plasma thing, and then they just like inflate themselves and just it's like the shape of it, what it's supposed to be, but it's just like an undead turkey. So there's just like an undead turkey like running at you, just and then you pop it, and it just goes, and all of the ghostly, evil fluff like comes out, and then you're good. That's how I imagine those. God damn, I can't stop watching this GIF of this fucking Pokemon mod. It's so good. Ectoplasma. Oh no, it's ectoplasm. Or something. I need to rewatch that first Ghostbusters. I haven't seen that movie in a while. It's been a while. Unfortunately, like my current like brain memories of Ghostbusters is kind of not ruined, but like tainted by the fact that they keep making new movies. Like I'm sure those movies are fine. Like I haven't seen any of them. I don't really care. But it's just like whenever I think about Ghostbusters now, I just see like those new movies and it's like, what GIF of what Pokemon? So mods. So I discovered about maybe 20 minutes ago that there is a Dwarf Fortress mod called Dwarfamon, and it includes this GIF. It adds about 900 Pokemon to the game that all have the Pokemon powers. So just imagine playing Dwarf Fortress, but suddenly like a Charizard walks onto the map and it just except they're just wild animals, so everything will constantly be on fire and burning. So I'm super down for that. That's the gift that I keep seeing. That I can't stop watching because that is wonderful. Can you catch them? I haven't played the mod. I assume so. I mean, if you want a link, there's a link to it. There's a bunch of information. I haven't really looked into it too much. I just kind of like blurted out loud. I'm like, I wonder if there's a Pokemon mod for Dwarf Fortress, and then chat was like, there has to be. So I looked it up, and turns out Dwarf Fortress community delivers. I mean, if there's a Super Mario Brothers mod that lets you have ultra-violent Yoshis ripping arms off of Toads with blood spewing everywhere, obviously there's a Pokemon mod. And with Dwarf Fortress combat, I'm just imagining like Pokemon just biting somebody and their arm just flying off. You better hope they don't catch you. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like you'll have to like build a bunker to hide from those Pokemon. Because like Pokemon are deadly, like they're dangerous. It's just the games like refuse to play with that fun kind of nightmareness. Oh, the Outpost Liaison has arrived. Give my dwarves a break. Hunted undead resurrecting Pokemon biome. Let's fucking go. The comedy of that would be unreal. Speaking of comedy, time to sell some balls. Electricity Pokemon? Yeah, no, absolutely. Just like fucking arced lightning. Like right now, the only things in Dwarf Fortress that have like powers are Titans, Forgotten Beasts, and the Undead Lieutenants. That's basically it. So, yeah, that's firmly on the must-do list. So I'm thinking maybe do that for my birthday. Because I always need, like, some dumb gimmick for my birthday. Usually I just play meme tile sets. Like, I have a tile set that makes... I have multiple tile sets that make Dwarf Fortress completely unplayable. Including one that just changes every single icon and every single, like, ASCII sprite to Nicolas Cage's face. Which is a personal favorite of mine. And I have actually managed to build forts with everything using the same icon. Thus proving that, like, if you play enough Dwarf Fortress, you can eventually see through the ASCII. Because you just recognize the movement patterns of things. But, you know, having a heart attack? Defib? What? Oh, the electricity Pokemon? Dwarfs having a heart attack and then they just get zapped and they come back to life? I don't think that's how that works. Maybe, like, electricity Pokemon are actually just, like, necromancers. So, yeah, no, like, a necromancy Pokemon fort. Let's go. Just undead Pokemon everywhere. I wonder what other faces we could turn into tile sets. Well, I mean, like, for my birthday stream in June, we do need to think of some sort of, like, dumb tile sets, right? Like, we can expand the emote tile set, because I've got more emotes since last time. Like, as an example, but... But, Risen, I am your liaison from the Mountain Homes. Let's discuss your situation. There's much to share. We've updated your maps. What requests do you have of our merchants? I think I'm beyond needing anvils. So let's just ask for steel and iron. And also anvils, why not? Tractor tile set with goblins and Russians. You do sprites and did some emotes for Rust money? Well, if you can think of, like, dumb ideas for tile sets and just want to, like, sneakily make a tile set for DF and DM them to me on Discord, like, go nuts. I mean, I usually either get B-Lug to do them or my artist Cooler. But I'm not going to make Cooler make, like, a pro-Ukrainian anti-Russian one because I don't want him to accidentally commit treason. Damn, they want meals real bad, eh? Risen says, I look forward to our meeting next year. Our fortunes rise and fall together. That being said, we could do, like, a tractor, like, one where all of the dwarves are tractors and, like, the clowns are tanks. We could do that. And then dig too deep. We could make that happen. Like, we could make that happen. Although I don't know if I would necessarily survive it, though. Maybe we should shy away from, like, making political leader Dwarf Fortress tile sets. Although that would be really funny. Although, that being said, we'll probably be raising money for one of the charities surrounding that. Like, we'll probably either end up raising money more for Project Hope, Doctors Without Borders, or Come Back Alive or something. I'm not sure which one, but we'll go for something. I mean, that being said, if you want to throw money at charity on behalf of me right now, you can already via that. What about a tile set made entirely of street signs? Maybe not a bad idea, actually. Goblins could all be stop signs. No training swords. Hey, some socks. I'll trade for those. Clothing. Seems good. What I miss? Glove. Can't miss that. Also the bags. Don't need the chest. Some food. I think I could probably trade for their whole cart, actually. 'Cause they don't have any wagons. Yeah, we totally could. I'll take the books, though. There's going to be a lot of putting stuff into stockpiles now. I started... Why haven't you guys started bringing sand back? Oh, that's why. I'm sitting here going like, why haven't they started bringing sand back? Because the spot where the sand is not in the burrow. Oh, hey, there's another zombie. Another peregrine falcon head. Fantastic. My militia captain's giving birth to a boy. Congratulations, Dwarf. You did it. You made another one. We're up to 90. Woo! All right, so now we can start gathering sand, hopefully. But first we gotta finish building all these bedrooms entirely. Hammer dwarves can be represented by MC Hammer's face. In order to have variations in sprites, well then all of the military dwarves would have to be MC Hammer. All of the military dwarves would have to be MC Hammer because you can't specify. We could do like a Fortnite tile set. I'm sure we could probably whip together a Fortnite-inspired tile set. I'm kind of thinking about like just like asking the DF subreddit for help, or like making a video about it on YouTube and just being like, here's the default tile set. Here's what a tile set template looks like. Send me meme tiles. Like, just make tile sets out of shitty memes and send them to me. Or, like, dumb novelty things. Like, someone could probably make a Fortnite tile set. Like, why not? The music note could be like instead of like being a music note, you know, when they like dance and then like the little music note appears, it could just be like a single frame of somebody flossing. Or my YouTube channel. Uh-oh. We found a Twitch chat beast. The Forgotten Beast, Isbu Genezosto, has come. A gigantic blob composed of salt. It has wings and appears to be emaciated. Beware its poisonous vapors. That's horrifying, actually. Poisonous vapors is the worst when they have wings. Wow. Okay. Although it doesn't seem to be able to fly very well. Kind of flops up above. Oh, okay. I think that some things are going to die on this level. Although there's also Twitch or Reddit. What? The Forgotten Beast? I said it's a Twitch chat beast, but, you know, it could be either. Yeah, this is the level with the flamey beast on it, too. This is the lower one, though, so it doesn't have any way into the fort. Yeah, there's a bunch of pawn grabber corpses over there. Oh, hey, more wolves. Okay, so it can fly. Ooh, that's horrifying. It'd be a shame if they started fighting. What, the wolf corpses or the Forgotten Beast with the pawn grabber corpses? Or the Forgotten Beast. I'm convinced that Forgotten Beast that was on this level is dead, though. Because I haven't seen it in ages. It was, it was a flamey beast, which means it's pretty likely-ish that it just kind of caught itself on fire and died. Which has a habit, they have a habit of doing that. I'll just let it do its thing, and if we hear something, then we'll do something. Glass pipe. What? Green pipe? Okay. Can I not make pipe? Can I not make glass pipes? I thought you can. Well, you can make glass corkscrews. Shit. I need like 60, so. Here we go again. What'd you do now, Cooler? Oh, man. Give them no quarter, as they say. I think that bronze colossus needs to be quartered. You got this, man. Someone should make a Cogmind tile set for DF. Just rip the sprites out of Cogmind and swap them out. It'll be great. Let's get those squads training again. All right, so we've actually done a pretty good job of training up my squads. I'm not sure if your adventurer has their pick with them. That's not good. I'm gonna go steal some books. I want to start training up my squads to the point where they can go kill some more angels. Yeah, killing a bronze colossus with hammers takes forever, even in fortress mode. It's like trying to punch a like undead tortoise to death. Or maybe kill an undead tortoise for the second time, which I did once, and I actually had a dwarf starve to death during that fight. That's how long it took. Like, the tortoise didn't do any damage to them, but one of the dwarves starved to death during the fight because it took so long, which is maybe one of the saddest deaths I've ever had. Oh, hey, Twitch is welcoming me to the chat room. Thanks, Twitch. I mean, if you're gonna starve to death, you might as well starve to death because a fight took so long. I hear fireworks. That's concerning. Alright, let's just let them go do that. All those coffers away. I've still got, like, these last few workshops I need to get out of here. Somebody, cut the cheese in the kitchen, I think. There's a bunch of undead wolves over here in the corner. Is that it? Okay, yeah, I guess those are still there. Dwarves are leaving. Yeah, I think that's probably the most amusing starving story I have in Dwarf Fortress. The dwarves that starved to death because it took them too long to kill a giant tortoise. A giant undead tortoise. Because they're like one of the highest armored animals in the game, if not the highest. It's a good thing undead don't give off miasma. See, the thing is, they can, but they finish rotting pretty quickly because they don't grow skin back, so they rot. Like, if you have intelligent undead in your fort, sometimes they'll give off miasma for a little bit, but like they finish rotting, all of their skin rots off, and then it's like they just stop rotting and they're fine after that. The body odor goes away. But the problem is if you have vampires in your fort, because they do grow their skin back, and if they get like deadly dust from a forgotten beast on them or something that makes their skin rot, or vapors which makes their skin rot, which is like an attribute they can have sometimes, then you'll have just like a bunch of vampires walking around in your fortress that are just rotting and they're all just mad at each other's stench. Which is like, you know what? I would be too if everybody was just wandering around. Also, you know what's great? So, me and my team, we record podcasts on Fridays generally, right? So I'm skipping tomorrow's to go hang out with my dad. But I just realized, not this next Friday, not the Friday after, but the Friday after that is my annual fire alarm check for my building. And the time it's happening is right when we normally record the podcast. Oy vey. It's like 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. Brilliant. Okay. Rot everyone's skin to see who stops rotting. I mean, my favorite is just lock everybody in a room and the last person to get thirsty is the vampire. Just lock everybody in the same room without any booze, and the last one to get thirsty is the vampire because they don't get thirsty. Or if somebody falls asleep and the vampire immediately eats them, then that's also a bit of a giveaway. That is the easiest method. And then you expel the vampire and tell everybody to kill the vampire. Or, you know, you could do it the way you're supposed to, which is usually what I do because that's more fun, but... Why haven't they put that there yet? Oh, probably because they can't reach it. I wonder what jobs are getting canceled right now. I've had them muted for a while. All right. You know what? I'm gonna make this one tile available. I'm sorry, stray giant kakapo? Take you off of slaughter. I don't even know where you are. The one problem with this map is we can't really go a lot of places because there are like random zombies everywhere. And if we do just like let everybody kind of have free roam of the place, what's going to end up happening is people are just going to drown. Because they'll get startled, they'll fall in the river, and then dead. Just kaput. Alright, base relic. Let's get rid of this corpse. There There you go. You know what? Let's just let them go up here. That, or let's just do this. This is probably actually the smarter thing. Forbid everything. Anybody still trying to leave? No, looks like all the doors made it out. This poor dwarf. Got gutted horribly. And then just to add insult to injury, got gutted a second time after they got resurrected. A hard knock life. Even Orphan Annie would be proud. That, or... No, it's Kyle. Oh, I definitely mean Dwarf and Annie. I apologize for the slip up there. I should have seen that one coming and gone straight for it. I mean, she's short enough. Come on. How did that not work? What?
Ooh, you suck.
I don't know. You know, I'm starting to fade. It might be time to put on a record. You heard it the first time? What? Well, I didn't. At least somebody did. I love how I have bodies set to dump automatically, so they put it in the coffin and then dump it. You also heard it twice? Like I said, I think I might be starting to fade. I mean, I have been on for 12 and a half hours. Question is what records do I play? Oh, yes, the dwarves definitely defeated the Cogmind. Dude, like just look at this shit. We've made progress, man. We also have a turkey command now. We've made progress. So much progress. Could do late night Meat Boy. Yeah. Yeah, we could. I think it might be time to jump from dwarves to some records, chat. It's been a really good long day of dwarfs. A really good long day of dwarves. Don't mind the miasma up in the corner. That'll go away. 12 hours. 12 and a half hours of stream, which means... And because I did a very short records at the start of the stream, we've been dwarfing for about 11 and a half hours. So the stream is not over yet. We're going to go for like another 45 minutes to an hour and a half-ish. But we're just going to be chilling and listening to some records and chatting. Good session of dwarfs today. It is a lot. We did more dwarfs this week than I've done in a long time, actually. Like last week I think I spent more time playing Norco actually than dwarfs. I need to sneeze. No, I don't. I think I spent more time last week playing Norco than dwarves. Norco was good fun though. I enjoyed Norco. I wish people would watch that VOD, but Norco was good. But yeah, if you're sticking around,